Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is a re-upload video, and that's because the original video I uploaded on like the 26th of April got taken down for hateful and dangerous content, and I was so confused why, because no one on YouTube told me what was the issue. I think I finally figured out what the issue was, and I believe the issue was I was demonstrating, I guess, how I get background music and music in general for vocal covers. So I just cut that stuff out. I try my best so that I don't showcase how to get those things in this video, because I believe that was 100% the reason why the video got taken down. Even though, again, I had to do so much digging, and the YouTube people I talked to did not give any specific cases besides that it was harmful and dangerous content, and just to keep referring to the policies. Again, they didn't even specify what was the direct issue, but I believe this was it. So yeah, so I hope the video stays up, you know, I really do. So pray for me that this video stays up. If you already watched this video when it came out originally, then feel free to watch it again, like the video at least. It really helped me out, especially because, again, the video got taken down originally. And I really hope this video, again, stays up so I can move on and work on other stuff, because this has been very stressful for me. And I'm disappointed I couldn't get the original video back, but it's fine. I like, at least I was able to at least somewhat figure out the issue. And actually the quality is a little bit worse, I think, in this newer video compared to the original video, because I had the screen recorded on the YouTube studio. I didn't have the original file anymore, but it actually turned out pretty well. So I don't think you'll notice that much of a dip in quality, actually, besides the normal amount of when I recorded parts of the video with my tablet. But I'll explain that as soon as I cut to the actual video. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you continue on with the normal video. Again, please, I hope this video stays up this time. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a flash. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I make videos in general. This is part of a two-part video series, basically thanking you guys for 1,000 subscribers, which, again, I really do appreciate it. And to celebrate that, you know, I'm doing this first part in this series where I'm gonna be talking about how I make all my videos. But specifically, I'm going to talk about how I make the video series. If you see on my YouTube homepage, I have all the main video series there. I have a couple other playlists, you know, that has to deal with specific games, you know, like a Zelda playlist, a Xeno series playlist. But the main page on the YouTube channel, that's for all my main dedicated series, like discussion videos, like tier lists, like Gameclips, you know, all that stuff. So I'm going to be explaining each one of them, how I make them. Some of them are going to be similar to others, but some of them are more in depth, like the vocal covers, which yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Now, how I'm going to do this is I'm recording this part of the video and also the outro on my phone here, but the rest of the video I'm going to be filming on my tablet, which is back there. And the quality is not going to look the best. It's an older tablet. It's also not going to sound the best, but it's the best thing I can do. I tried to ask my brother for his phone when he was going to be asleep, that I could just record it, and then, like, either way, this was going to work the same way, where I would email or message the video to myself, and then I would edit it all together, but my brother said no. How rude. No, I'm kidding, it's fine. But I just wanted that because it was a better quality, you know, it's the same type of phone as this one. But at least it'll be, I think, a little bit more easier to send it to myself with the tablet back there. So hopefully you don't mind the dip in quality / audio and all that stuff. But anyway, let me show you how I make all of my videos. Timestamps will be in the description below, so you could skip to a specific video series that talk about how I make. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, here we are on my tablet again. Sorry for the dip in quality in terms of visuals and audio, but this is the only way I could do it because my brother is rude and I don't like him. Just kidding, but it would have been nice to use his phone. But anyway, we're going to be going over all the video series that I have here. I think we should start off with the most basic of basic videos that I do, which is the game clips all the way down here. Now, how I make them is very, very simple. I already did them. I just record clips on the Switch, PlayStation, or Xbox, you know, because they have a dedicated share button where it saves like the last 30 seconds. You could go beyond that on the PlayStation and Xbox side of things, but I just keep it all to 30 seconds, and I upload them all to Twitter, unless the Xbox or the PlayStation. Those clips, I just save them on the consoles themselves, or on the phone's case for the Xbox, and then I download them when I'm ready to upload them. But with the Switch ones, I basically upload all of them to Twitter, or Irks, sorry. But what I do is I make sure I haven't uploaded like a specific clip yet. Because it will be really, really embarrassing for me to just upload the same clip I already did. So after that, I just go over that and then decide to pick which clip I want to use, and then I still double check to make sure I haven't used it yet. So I go to my profile here, go to media, and I've been posting all about my YouTube stuff recently about the recent uploads. But for example, this was a recent one I uploaded. This one, the top 10 epic fails of all time. And what I do is I click the link here, I click copy link, and then I use this app called Reupload, and I'm gonna paste the link here, find, and then I will say keep current selection, and then there we go. There is the clip here. But I'm still not done yet, because I'll just take out all this, you know. What I do is in iMovie, I put the video there, create movie, and then sometimes it's weird. Sometimes there's like a little black thing that appears, like a black screen that appears for like a millisecond. I think it's when I don't know why it caused it to happen sometimes, but I tried to edit that out. But besides that, I'm good to go. I say done, and then I save video, and then yeah, there you go. And then I go to upload it on the YouTube Studio, which is here. And most of this stuff is still very similar to what I do in the other videos. You know, I go here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I click. You can click either the create button here or the up arrow, and what I do is click file. Okay, sometimes it takes a little bit, and then I click boom, and then there you go, and imagine that was a video, and then I would say add, and then I would just have to wait. So that's how I make the game clips, and that same structure is basically how I do most of my other videos, you know, just with added steps, which I will demonstrate here. So next, I think we should go over tier list, just because I don't want to move right now. We will demonstrate how I make the other videos. But tier list is very similar, except with more steps. So what I do is I think of, you know, an idea that I want to do, or I have an ideas of papers full of ideas that I want to do, and those include lots of tier list videos. So let's look, for example, the Mario game tier list, sure. Game tier list, sure. And now I try to choose the best one out of what's listed, you know. Sometimes I just find it in Google, sometimes I have to search for it a little bit more, like here. Let's just use this one for example, every Mario game ranked. And then what I do is I make sure, sometimes this won't work exactly right initially, but what I do is the iPhone here has a screen recording ability, and I make sure the mic is on, and I do a test, and I actually do a couple of tests before I start actually making videos to make sure things sound good or whatever. And Sometimes with this phone or just the screen recording in general, I don't think it's this phone specifically, but for some reason sometimes it gets a little bit like delayed, the sound, like when I'm talking versus when I'm moving stuff. So when that happens, I have to restart the phone, like a soft reset, and then it works pretty much fine after that. So once that's ready, I click on the start recording, and then it records my voice, everything I do. Like, oh, look at me, I'm like, there's no files in this one, what the heck? Well, if there was, oh yeah, there is, I'm blind. It's hard to see because I'm aiming the tablet, like, the tablet is obviously bigger than the phone, so I cannot see the bottom here usually. But yeah, I would be talking about, oh, this one is like, oh, there, oh, this sucks. Like, I don't know, I'll be doing that. So yeah, and then after that, I'm done. I import that part to iMovie again. Okay, let me delete this real quick. And then I will be demonstrating this with the other stuff. Here's a test video I did. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's a test video I did earlier before I started making this video, and this will go basically they will apply to the other videos I do, you know, with discussions, gameplays, where testing. So you see how there's a pause right there. I like to, I mean, sometimes it depends, but usually I don't like to have pauses there. Again, sometimes it depends, like vocal covers. Testing. So there you go, that's better. Testing. And then there's a part where I don't say anything here, so I click split, and then I find the right time. 1, 2, 3. And then there you go. And this is a part that I actually really like, is adding background music. So what I do is I click a song, for example, Persona 3 Reload OST, whatever. I'll go over songs that I like in specific games, and then I will click on extended versions. So, for example, Memories of the School, of the City, and then I click extended. I tried to find 30 minutes extended, but sometimes 15 minutes will have to do. 1 hour, I believe, could work, but I like having a decent amount of space, so yeah, this song is great. And then Google YouTube to MP3 converter, and then you're good to go. I also have the Dropbox app, and I save all the files too. It's free to get, and then I click save if I don't already have that, or I want to use a different piece of music. But here you'll see Dropbox. I have a ton of music already available, saved, including, I believe I have both of the memory songs from Persona 3 Reload. But yeah, I have all these songs saved in case I want to use them again. It's easier to just have a few amount of them saved, and then I click on here, and then I click save to device, save to files, and then I wait. It depends on how long it is, and then I click save, and then yeah, there. Let's go back, let's cancel here. But yeah, I just have these saved unless I need some new music for a specific video, or I'm just feeling different, you know, because it's way quicker. But yeah, that's basically the process of how I do basically the rest of my videos. And then I click here, let's use this music. This is actually going to be the music you hear in this video, the Dr. Wily theme, so this is going to sound trippy right now. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit loud here. So, I mess around with this quite a bit in terms of how low it can go. Usually, I like to aim for like 50%, but sometimes it will be 75, maybe a little bit lower. It just depends on the type of video I do, and like it really does depend. Like, not even just the type of video I do, but like with even in vocal covers, they depend. Like, they're very different. So testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a little bit better. I may put it a little bit higher. So maybe I don't like having the numbers be like, you know, 1 point off. So Like 60? Let's try 60.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I think that sounds pretty good. So yeah, that's how I would do that, and then like, you know, I will continue editing, and then I will do more steps when I showcase the other videos, but then I click done, and then I save, share video, and then save, and then like upload. So now let me demonstrate the other videos, shall we? Okay guys, here we are. God, this camera, I don't think I can even zoom away from it. So I'll try to work with it like how I have it here. But how I make discussion videos or any video where I'm talking like in front of the camera is I have the camera pointed up right here. In fact, just to show you guys, God, this is trippy having this camera here. Okay, wait, there you go. I have it placing up right here, and then I click record. And then I talk, you know, all my stuff, and then pause, and then I edit everything, you know. I add the music, but that's how I make that. It's really simple. In fact, so simple, I didn't even edit when I first started making videos, you know, but, you know, now I learned editing is important. So let me show you how to make gameplays, which is very similar, but the camera's flipped, but I'll still demonstrate. Okay, how I make the gameplays is I have my phone set to have it here, and the camera is a little bit too far away, so I find the right spot to put it. Usually it's good, what's good for me is 2.1, but depends on how far away the desk is, so I zoom it a little bit closer sometimes. That's decent, and then I click record. You know, I would like it to be covered fully, so I would like move this maybe a little bit closer. Hopefully you guys can see this right. But yeah, I would adjust the camera still, and then yeah, that's around where I would put it. And then I click record, and then I play stuff, and then edit, and then I won't add background music until the very end. And I actually will show you guys how I do that in a little bit, but because there's no need for background music for the gameplay videos because they have constant music and stuff. And okay, now I'm really hot here, so let's switch back over to the rest of the video series. Okay, we're back here, and I'm gonna demonstrate how I add background music for the gameplay videos. Again, I don't add them for the most part until the very end, and what I do is, well, look, I click pause here, photos, and then I add the end screen here, which is for all my Patreon and YouTube member, you know, supporters. This is actually what you're gonna see in today's video, in this video right here, because basically Nillis Edom loves to give so many memberships, like gift memberships, and but they all ran out except for these people, which are manually supporting me, so I appreciate them a lot. But anyway, as you saw there, I make it so it extends to 10 seconds. I think that's the perfect time for everyone to be shown off equally. And then, you know, I make sure that nothing is moving at the end here. Before, I had no idea this was the case. I did not notice you could turn that thing off or even adjust it. But that's what I do. But imagine this is my gameplay video. So after it cuts there and I say, see y'all later, play some Xenoblade, whatever, this is where I want background music to be inserted. Now, I don't want background music to be part of the rest of the video, so what I do is split, and then I just mute this. And then sometimes, you know, I have to like double it if the gameplay video is like an hour long. So I double it, and then I would split the last part. And then now you hear
17, 18, 19, 20.
And then this is actually something I've been doing a little bit more recently, is I've been trying to find a better time for when the music kicks in and it's more, you know, energetic, more, like it just makes more sense to flow within like as soon as I'm done talking to the music. That's been something I've been doing a little bit more recently. I have experimented with that before, but sometimes I still just leave it like as is, you know. But I like to find, like, you know, oh, if there's a music that's really good, like a few seconds behind or a few seconds ahead, what I would do then is I would, if it like it starts off like if I like this part more, so I would like cut this, delete that, and then boom, there you go. So then I think that's a little bit fitting more. You know, you could shorten it to more, the case there, and then I could just extend this out here. Well, but yeah, that's what I do for gameplays. Also, I forgot to mention that how I make the gameplay videos is also how I make, like, you know, browsing videos, kind of collection videos. You know, I just point my camera, I just hold it this time like this on the camera mode. In fact, let me just demonstrate. Because it's better. So I would just hold it like this, and then while I'm talking, and then I will talk about stuff, you know, and then I will be it, and then I would edit, and then, you know, stuff like that. But most of these are all very similar to each other, you know. They just have different varieties of steps, or, you know, different methods of how I use iMovie. But now we're gonna get to the big thing, vocal covers, because those take quite a bit of steps. And then after that, we'll talk about how I make thumbnails, and then that will be it for the video. So yeah, let's just get right into the hardest part of making these types of videos. So what I do first is I get a song that I really want to sing. You know, again, just like the case with a lot of videos I have a papers full of video ideas, and lots of those have vocal covers that I want to do. I pick one that I want to do, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I want to sing this Steven Universe song. So what I do is, for example, I haven't done this one yet. I do plan to do it at some point, but I'm gonna click on, so Steven, I almost clicked Star Wars, funny enough. Universe, Stronger Than You, that song, you know, I haven't done this one yet. So what I do is I listen to the song first, usually with lyrics, like right next to it. I don't want to get copyrighted claim in this video, even though I'm fine with it usually, but I listen to it. And then I listen to it, and then I hear the lyrics off to the side, you know, just to get a feel for it. And then what I try to do, and this works most of the time, but some songs are a little bit harder to find, is I click on here and then I add karaoke or instrumental. So like here, this one is a good instrumental. This is one I actually thought of using before. In fact, let me just click it here. It just has like you see here, it has the background music, but like the lyrics there as well. I like these types of karaoke slash instrumentals. They show you the lyrics, you know, but sometimes that's not the case, so you just have to find an instrumental. And then what I do is, once again, Google YouTube to MP3 converter. I click Dropbox, and then I click save, and then you gotta wait a little bit. Okay, sometimes it takes a little bit, and then we are ready to record. So how I do this is, again, it depends. Sometimes I use, if it's like a good one where the music or the lyrics are right here, then what I would do is I would, instead of my phone here, I would actually use the tablet. So imagine this is the tablet that I'm using to record right now. This is where it usually be. So I would have it here, and then I would have the same video here, and then what I would do is I would record myself just singing, you know. I would put it really close to me. Before, what I used to do before was hold it like this, so that I would have the lyrics like pop out, you know, so I can like better match the when I'm singing to the instrumental. But I think it's better to just do it like this, because I mean, it takes a little bit longer, but at the same time it kind of doesn't, and like your voice sounds more clearer. Like, I don't know, I'll explain more in a little bit, but yeah, that's what I would do. I would record, and then after that's done, let me delete this. This is the old one we did earlier. So let's see. So what we would do is, let's just use the test thing we did earlier. So imagine I'm singing here, and then I have the... Alright, I forgot to actually download the Stronger Than You. So I click save, and then save, and then, yeah, and then what I do is, okay, wait, okay, and then I will go to that video, here, and then I try to line it up with the video I'm using, you know? Some videos, like, differ in terms of when the song starts or ends or whatever, but with the video I'm using, I try to match it up. Oh my god, please don't get copyrighted. I might still get copyrighted. But I would match it up so that it goes perfect, so imagine I'm singing here, so what I would do is I would make sure there's, like, by either cutting this and then just extending this again, or by you know, recording a new video of nothing, so that there's no background stuff here. So and then I click here, and then like I'm talking, testing, and like imagine I'm singing there. So I extend this so that there's no, like I either have it depends sometimes with this. I either have it so there's no music here, or there's no voice here, or if there is, it's very, very quiet. And that's because if you have it if you have it completely quiet, then the music picks up compared to when you're talking, so sometimes it doesn't sound like that good. It's more seamless in different songs, you know, but sometimes if that's the case, when I want the thing to be completely quiet, I would have to lower this to, like, I don't know, 50, because when you're talking versus when you're not talking in the instrumentals, it like adds like 50%, if that makes sense. So here it's like
testing.
It's around the same. It sounds the same, even though it's not, because of how like it balances with the actual audio there. I hope I'm explaining things well. I also hope I'm showing things well. But that's what I would do. Again, or sometimes, you know, I just leave this technically still on, but I have it to 1%, but sometimes you could still even hear it at 1%, at least I can. So it's better to have it be at 0 most of the time, unless there's like a part of the song that's like pretty loud, then they can't hear it. But yeah. Now, this is what I said about normal instrumentals. What if I can't find an instrumental? Well, the latest example I'll use is Life is Strange's Steph's song that I just did a vocal cover on, which had no instrumental that I could find. Here, let me click Steph's song, not story. Song. I couldn't find any instrumental. I used this video to help me, and what I did was the same process as I did before, but this time, you know, it actually has the, you know, the original lyrics talking, and I tried to again line it up so it makes even more perfectly than this normal karaoke / instrumental versions, where I can mess up a little bit and you guys wouldn't notice, though I still try to make it line up. But like here, I really have to make sure it lines up so that my voice and the original vocals are basically in sync, which is really hard. Sometimes I have to like go in and like edit this like very, very slightly here, and then it will sound perfect, or then I have to add like a little bit more silence here. So for example, click this and then like that, and then it will be perfect there. But with this song in particular, the Life is Strange one, I actually had to do was find the lyrics on my tablet here. With how I do most of the other ones that even don't have instrumentals, I try to find at least a version of the song that has the lyrics on the screen, so then I can still record with my phone here, like with my phone here with the tablet, and then I'm singing la 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 la, and then we're good, you know. And then because I have headphones on, you guys can't can't hear me. Sometimes it gets a little bit loud so that you can hear me, but usually it's masked because of the background music within the video itself of the vocal cover. But yeah, with this Life is Strange one, and probably some other videos eventually, I had to find the lyrics. They were available on YouTube because of captions, but they were a little bit delayed, and I wanted to find the lyrics like just straight up. So you could find this in like different websites depending on how popular the game or song is, you know. But in this case, I use actually Reddit. So Life is Strange, Wavelength Steph song. Click this, and then I click here, which this guy has the full lyrics here. There's some alternative lyrics, and so I was just reading the song. Like, imagine this in my tablet, and then I had this image here while I was listening to the video and making sure I say the right lyrics at the same time as when Steph is saying them, you know, if that's the case, and then I read them, you know, like, oh, okay, I was afraid this would happen, you know, at the same time, and then, yeah, so I hope I explained things well. I think that's really it for the vocal covers. They take a lot more effort, but in reality, they're not that much different than what I do. They take longer, that's for sure. The vocal covers actually take like 2-3 hours depending. I do like a first hour to record, you know, and then like it takes another hour to edit. I say 3 because sometimes it takes like that long to upload a video. Yeah, but let's get to the final part of video making, which is the thumbnails. Okay, here we are towards the end of the video. Thank God, because this is gonna be like an hour-long video, at least from the footage I saw. Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter. But anyway, it all depends on the video on how I make a thumbnail. So let me show you guys on my YouTube page. So also, I forgot to mention live streams, you know, works the same way with gameplay videos. You know, I adjust the camera, except it's live this time. Anyway, it depends on what type of thing I'm doing. If I'm doing like a live stream or a gameplay video, I just use like an image of the game or something I'm trying to depict, like the straight to Ganon run I just did recently. So what I do is I look up the game or whatever I'm playing. So for example, Persona 5 Royal, whatever. I click images and I try to find a good image that that kind of depicts what I will be doing in the stream, you know, or in the gameplay video, whatever. Like, I just look around, see which one I like, oh, I like this one, I'm gonna click there, and then save to photos, and then there, and then I could use that, and then sometimes what I would do is, so for example, sometimes it doesn't go all the way into like 16 by 9, so I had to actually click it here and then it will do that. Yeah, but that's basically it for some videos, you know, and then I upload the thumbnail there. But some videos, you know, like the discussion videos, I use the same principle, but I add my face. And how I do that is very similar to what I did earlier with the video thing, except I'm shooting like the camera here with my phone. So let me click here. There's me. Hi, me. So imagine this is okay. Let me just show you guys here. Instead of just saying imagine, I don't want to get up because I'm lazy. So I make sure that this photo is in 16 by 9, and then I have the timer here set to 10, and then I make. And then I make a pose depending on what type of video it is. If it's like a serious video, if it's like a jokey video, if it's like I don't know, this is what I do, and then I click start, and then I get my position ready. So I would do this, and then I will see if that's right. Yeah, I look weird there. But yeah, I would do that, but you know, over there. And then sometimes this thumbnail would be good, and then I can go in and add text, but also you all how I do that. But so going here, I use Adobe Express. This is the website I use, or app I use, I should say. That's how I make end screen there. They actually changed this recently. I kind of don't like it now, but wasn't the way it used to be. It used to be actually a little bit easier, dare I say, but we're working on your file. You'll be able to download soon. I did not mean to download that. Okay, so then I go here, media, upload, and then photo library, and then let's just use this one, add, and then it depends again if I want to change the background or not. Sometimes this would be good, and then all I have left to do is go to text, add text, and then I say hi, welcome. Like, there you go. But I like using this text specifically, font, let's see, I had to click a font before I can actually select the one I used recently, or the one I use most. Again, this is not the way how it used to work before, but then I put this here at the very top or in the side. Again, this, oh my god, I hate, oh god, no, that's a little bit. Yeah, I would do that, and then I would put that there, or like here, and then yeah, that would be basically it. If I do, oh look, someone commented, Lewis, congratulations. You're here in this video too, Lewis. But anyway, so that would be it if I do want to use the thumbnail, which sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. So what I do is I click on back here, let's go to add a new media thing, upload, photo library, and then let's click this thing, for example. So we'll use this one, we'll set it off to the side for now, and then I would do is remove background, which it takes a little bit, and then this really depends. This is really the part where thumbnails take a little bit longer, is because sometimes when I click on remove background, sometimes it cuts off a piece of my hand, or it adds like something in the background to me or whatever, and I try to fix it sometimes. What I do is I try to adjust it, like, oh, maybe I don't want that part of the elbow to sew up, so then I'm like there, and then yeah, there you go, half my like elbow is gone. But yeah, that's what I would try to fix it, and then I would crop. There's different shapes you can use. This one actually works pretty decent, so what I would do is try to adjust it more, make it look pretty good. If it still doesn't look right, like it looks really weird now, then I will just retake the thumbnail, you know, and then try to find a better positioning by either removing the background light, or removing whatever was kind of the background, or lowering my arms, or whatever. I would just do that, and then let's just use this for example. And then what I would do is click here, I will go to more. Again, this is not the way it used to be before, but move forward here. I will do this, lower it here, and then I will put myself there. The text, I will also move forward, and then, oh my god, this is hard to do with like one hand. Welcome. I will put that like here, and I make it line up. Okay, there we go. It will line up, and then there, we are good. So again, this is not the way it used to work before, but I would usually, what I would do is I click the download now, but now it's like a paid thing. So what I do is take a screenshot here. I click done, save to photos, and then I keep sometimes it depends. Sometimes I keep this around, or sometimes I feel like it's good enough. I can delete now, so I click delete, and then I adjust this by going to crop 16 by 9, and then I make sure I try to make it perfect so that it doesn't, like, one side is too, like, oh, it's like here, or like here. Like, I try to make it line up so that it's pretty good. Let's just, for example, do that. Actually, that's almost perfect. You can see some white lines there at the bottom there, but that's almost really good. So I would just keep tinkering with this, adjusting it, And then that actually is pretty good now. Then I would use that for my thumbnail. So yeah, oh my god. But yeah, that's how I make videos. Now let me just show you guys the after process. That's the beginning of the video. This looks really weird now that there's only so few people. That's the thumbnail you're seeing for this video here. So as you see, I deleted the stuff. Now to clear up space, I go down here and recently deleted, and then they'll just delete all of these, you know. Sometimes it's the case for Google Pictures as well, or photos. Oh, you can see in the videos I just did right now on this tablet, oh boy. But you can see that, like, we're gonna delete this one. We don't need it anymore because that's the old end screen. Because those people are no longer members because their thing ran out. So yeah, and then I would go to trash, and then I would delete. I forgot what those videos even were. I think it was testing or something, I don't know. And then we'll be good to go. But yeah, that's really how I make the videos. Now I guess the shorts, I should also talk about them real quick. Again, very similar to how I make other stuff, but instead of 16:9, I look up for a picture that I'm interested in and that's fitting the topic that I'm discussing, and how I find these random facts. Like I do like, you know, random facts of Mario, Zelda, Xenoblade, Splatoon, and I just go, for example, I think of something that looks interesting, like, oh, I don't know, Marina, from Splatoon, like I don't know, it could be a character, it could be like an enemy, I don't know, whatever. I go here, and then usually what I like to do is go into trivia part, and then I pick one that's like a really good trivia thing. Like in Splatoon 2, the player plays as an Octoling, comes into the Off the Hook studio, have a more friendly reaction. If it's something a little bit well known, I'm fine doing that. But I like usually doing more obscure stuff, you know. And like they have to be a little bit meaty, the trivia. And then how I would do this is this would be on my tablet here, so after this is on the tablet again. And then I would click on record, and then I would just record me saying the stuff. Sometimes with added stuff like however or additionally, or like I would add some stuff, you know, besides reading this full blank. But this is where I get most of the information from the Wikipedia trivia. But sometimes I find them in like places like Reddit. But I do make sure all of these things are true. I do background stuff on, like, for example, I try to like what I did recently yesterday as of me making this video. I tried to find why did that autocorrect? Okay, but a link between worlds. There was a reference to the Wind Waker and possibly Skyward Sword. And what I did was I was trying to find, like, I couldn't find this anywhere. So link between worlds. So I would try to find like the images of what it's talking about, or I would do extensive research on like Reddit, and then on different like there's so many different things just to make sure it is real. Other people have seen it. I like using Reddit because it's a good source of community, and you can find people like, oh yeah, this is real, or nah, that's stupid, that's not real. But, you know, of course, I would also go into YouTube, depends. This was the case where Xenoblade fact I was going to use, it's listed on, like, I think the trivia thing for the Wikipedia, but it wasn't real. At least I couldn't find it. I clicked on the thing. It said something about the Vision Soulcast at the very beginning of the game. So I found, like, I looked up the very first Vision that Sulk has. Vision Xenoblade first Sulk Vision. So it will be first Vision. and then I went through here, and then I did not find the thing they were talking about in the random fact. In the trivia thing, so I didn't use it. So that's like, it's a very different thing, but I do make sure things are right to at least some extent. Sometimes I miss, like, all the facts I say are real, but sometimes they're well, either commonplace or that I'm missing something, but the main fact is true, but I may be missing something sometimes. But I do make sure that they are accurate by doing, you know, going to Reddit, like, you know, different sources, and then I read it off. But they're really easy to find on the trivia. You know, I still make sure that again, they're accurate. Like, I tried to find this one for the longest time, like today, and it took longer. But usually these sorts take like at most 30 minutes for me to make, and that's even with the research. So like, I will look here and I'm like, I don't see anything where it has the point, and then I thought, maybe this is what it was talking about, the harp thing. I was even gonna use this image, but I couldn't tell that was like a violin, so I tried to find a better image, and I actually found it. So yeah, I gotta make sure it's accurate, because I could have just, like, you know, use this image, whatever, but like, because that does look like a harp, but I can't tell what those two other things are. Like, those look like blobs, like, what the heck? So yeah, I make sure, like, you know, I tried to find someone talking about this on Reddit or on something else. There was an article talking about this. Yeah, this one right here, Zelda Universe. Zelda Universe is really good. This website is really good for trivia stuff as well. And then this is where I found the picture here, and then I would screen grab it. So what I would do is do this, or sometimes, you know, if I'm talking about like Marina, or like a character, Marina, Splatoon, I would click on an image here and then download it, save to photos, and then I would adjust it to make it sure it's 9:16 or whatever. Sometimes I like this to be a little bit here or here, it depends, and then, oh, I'm good to go. This one I had to, like, I think did I download the full image? I forgot how I got the full thing, you know, or maybe I just zoomed in like this. That might have been what I did, but I do something like that, or at least something similar, and then done, and then I record. You know, I record what I say, and then I go to here. Wait, what? No. The video I did was gone. Oof, so sad. So yeah, we would. Oh yeah, I gotta. So you could sometimes turn it within iMovie itself, but I like to turn it like this photo. I like to turn it like within my photos here, and then click files. Oh wait, no, not files. Click photos. Boom, boom, boom. And then there you go. That's the picture. Now, this is how it works. How it usually works is I put the video here, you know, of me talking, you know, like, you know, just me pointing at the phone, at the bed. And then what I would do is I would, for example, I would do, let's just do this again. Why not? Cutaway, and then, it would be that, and then this would be the normal video, and then yeah, this would be the image that I'm talking about. So yeah, I use cutaway, and that's what I do with I forgot to mention, that's what I do with discussing videos as well, except in this case it's with videos. So let's just go a little bit here, and then I will do not this one, but the video, and then the very beginning of this video, actually. So I will do cutaway, so, and then, like, yeah, and then I will do that, and then we could cut away back, and then, yeah. So that's what I do for the discussion videos for the background gameplay. And how I download that is I go to whatever I'm talking about, if sometimes it's random gameplay, but if it's something specific, like I'm talking about something from Persona, then I would download like my recent Persona stream. If it's relatively short, you know, or I'm talking about Mario, so I want to download this, save to device, and then I wait for it to save, and yeah. But I think that's finally it for how I make videos. This video is like an hour long, and I'm gonna be editing it out. A lot of stuff out of it, so, God, my hand hurts from holding this tablet so much. I hope you enjoyed my pain and suffering. You'll be seeing the outro in a little bit, which I recorded before I even started making the rest of this video, so enjoy past me not realizing how hard making this video was. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in a flash. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Man, this is so weird for me to talk about this video because I haven't even recorded it yet. I'm recording the outro as soon as I'm recording the intro, which is really funny to think about. But hopefully you enjoyed all I talked about. I hope I demonstrate well what I did in the future, which is actually the past for you guys, if that makes sense. It's weird YouTube editing, stuff like that, and I hope with this video I was able to show you how it's a little bit weird with editing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. The next 1,000 subscriber video special will probably be in like a week from this video's release date. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less days, depending on how soon you guys ask me the questions. In fact, feel free to, I'm gonna link the original announcement video of talking about how I hit 1,000 subscribers in the description below. I will also link part 2 of, which is gonna be a Q&A. I don't think I mentioned that yet, but it's gonna be a Q&A, the part 2 of the subscriber special, and I'll link that eventually when it comes out. But for now, you can check out the video down there where I talk about hitting 1,000 subscribers and how you guys can send me questions. I would love to answer them. I did a 500 subscriber Q&A, but obviously I have more people, so you feel free to ask me questions about anything. I explained it all in the video, as long as it's not too personal. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point, so that's gonna be it. Like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you guys next time for more. Peace. Bye, everyone.